Can't hear it.
All right, yeah, what's
Did
going
you
on?
screw it up?
I didn't touch it.
Play it.
You hear that?
Yes, I do. Hello? You're screwing it up, dude. Totally.
You can't hear it?
No, I'm done with this show. You had it perfect. That would be the late, great Eddie Van Halen. All right. Monday again. And you know what Monday means at 8 o'clock p.m. The Detect America show, the lowest rated show on earth. It's funny because I catch you guys telling people, hey, you got to check out our internet. And I'm like, no, don't watch the show. Whatever you do not watch this show. That's my advice. Good evening, Ron. How are you tonight, buddy?
I'm wonderful. How is everybody doing after this lovely weekend of?
Let me tell you what. I don't know why, but Steve, you look incredibly good tonight.
I look hot, don't I?
An older cousin.
I know.
It's because that's why I can't see your face. That's why.
Well, I got to tell you something. I survived the weekend of driving with Frank. So
I got to know, was Frank on time to pick you up?
He was. Well, we got there on time, didn't we?
You did, but the question was he on time?
Yeah, he wasn't bad. He was good.
Day 2, I was all right.
Day 2 was better. So we have to talk about it because we had such a great time at the ECRDA hunt in Pompton Plains, New Jersey, that it was great.
It was a ball. We had such a good time up there. People are awesome.
Oh, what should we talk about first? The people, the fun, the
pizza,
the fines. I mean,
well, me and Rodney decided we're going to put our fines all out on the table and show everybody. So you might as well just grab your fines and put them out.
That's where I'm going to start. Okay. I'm going to start by saying I found nothing.
Actually, what you did find something. What was it you found?
No, it was stupid.
What was it?
It was that little token with Abraham Lincoln on it. A toy token.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was the shell. Yes.
Oh, did you just set me up to break my stones? Is that what you just did to make me look bad?
I really thought you found something else.
But
I found
a go check. That could be the rare one.
No. I found a piece of Barnes bail seal that was pretty interesting. That
That's what it was. You found like an 18th century bail seal.
Yeah, big deal.
You did come out a big winner, though.
I'm a wiener. Well, oh yeah. And who's going to profit from my win is Detect America. So, I didn't find anything, but on the first day I won the raffles. I won some really nice silver coins that I'm keeping. And I won a metal detector, a white metal detector, and that's he
won some silver coins, and he stole some silver coins.
Yeah. Well.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that. Don't you worry. So, on the first day, they kind of gave us an option of where to hunt. We had 2 locations. One was a church across the street from where we were, and the other was the horse farm down the road. So, of course, listening to Frank, he says, let's go to the horse farm. Yeah, and it was a good choice because Frankie pulled up a Real. What else did you get from that horse farm? Tell us what else you got.
I got a half Real, and it doesn't look like I'm getting a date off it, but I got a half Real. I got a beautiful ladies compact from like 1938, 39, 40.
That's, yeah.
And it was all jeweled. It has all these like gemstones, painted stones, or whatever they are, but it was loaded with it. And I thought it was cool as hell that I went in the truck and I looked it up online, and it sells in good condition. It sells for like $600.
Yeah, but
in my condition, I'd have to pay them to take it. But
you can fix that up real nice. Just
I'm
real
going to
quick.
try. I'm going to try and restore it the best I can. The only problem is I had a glass face, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Maybe I'll cut a piece of plastic out.
In the chat, we got Joe Jorgensen and John Calamusa from ECRDA. John's bragging that he picked my ticket to win the detector. He's awesome. We had a great time with those guys. So on the first day, also at the horse farm, a gentleman found a 1797 silver dime that had great details, worth a couple $1,000, that coin, and he was really stoked. I know his name was Matt. I don't remember his last name.
Matt Croper.
That was a beautiful coin.
Yeah, I've seen his name. Where did I see that name? So that was a beautiful coin. Congratulations to him. Did anyone get any large cents that day?
I believe those two girls got a 1820 down by the church.
Yeah, somebody got a large set by the church. Yeah, I think those two girls got a large set.
Those two girls.
Yeah, the ones that were more excited about the piece of wrought iron fence railing than the large cent.
They found a large cent.
That's what I had heard originally. Yeah.
I remember seeing the table of finds, and someone found a couple of silver coins, mercs and stuff.
Yeah.
From that church property. So they did pretty well over there now. So we hunted the farm, and by the time the afternoon came and we ate, we just honestly we just were like, all right, well, everybody hunted the church. Ronnie went over, but me and Frank sat. We sat.
Everybody's like, who wants to go back to the horse farm? And we're like, no, we're going to stay here and hunt the church. So everybody went to the horse farm. Few people stayed to hunt the church. Me and Steve sat in the chair, and we just simply couldn't get up.
I'm going to tell you something, though. 1822, someone found, and that was Tom Greco. I don't think it was the young ladies. Yeah. That was Joe Jorgensen put that in the chat. But the hit of the weekend, by far, was Shelley and Dawn Williams. I can't, if you ask me to describe those two, I can't. But personality, they are awesome. We laughed, we joked, and we talked. We got a lot of. How would you say, Frank? How would you describe it? We had a lot of adult conversations.
Adult conversation, very cool people, very And the cool thing was there's these two adult women having very intelligent adult conversations, and then we hear the music from the ice cream truck, and
that was the second day.
Pop up and go tearing across the yard for the ice cream truck. We have video.
The second day they did that. There was them and John Calamusa. I mean, they tackled a bunch of kids to get with the dimes in their hand. They're running to get ice cream, and we were dying.
The ice cream man, let's go.
We were. Oh my God. Well, that was the second. The second day we sat in the afternoon and just laughed with them.
The second day we decided to stay and detect on the first field we were on. And that wound up us sitting in the chair too. Afternoon.
Yeah. No, we went back to the farm that day. The second day, we went back.
The farm.
We went back for lunch and sat after lunch. We're like, we don't care.
After lunch. We hunted in the morning.
We'll talk about the finds on the second day in a minute. But there was a lot of people there. Steve Sirocco. What other names can you think? I know Phil McCracken was there.
It's not
Daniel Jurgens was there. Daniel Jurgens.
It's not Phil McCracken.
Oh my God! Don't do that to me again. Daniel Jurgens was there. He's awesome.
Ronnie, what did he call him?
Avery.
Avery Martyr.
Avery Martyr.
Yeah, he was there. He's cool.
Tony Conti was there.
Tony Conti. Everybody. Okay. There was just a bunch of great people. There was a bunch of laughs, and it's just a good time by everybody. And which, you
realize you did call him Phil, right?
Just now?
Yeah. I'll play the tape back for you later.
Bob McCracken.
Robert Bob. Yeah.
I'll be here for the rest of the show.
I'll have you know the no scent that I found.
Yeah.
I put a little bit of a scratch on it, and Joe Jorgensen told me I McCracken it.
McCracken did. I heard it.
So all right. So we'll talk about the second day. So the second day we ride up there. Now granted, this was an hour and a half away from my house, and 2 hours from Frank. So Frank picked me up. We drive an hour. Oh yeah, Dan Adamson was there. We drive an hour and a half north from my house to get there. On the second day, they had a plot of property that had about 4 or 6 homes that were torn down, and it really looked like it had potential. I mean, I thought
I went after the fact and looked at the historic aerials, and they were there as far back as the aerials go. So
the houses
it was a great site.
Unless all that they did construction, they took a lot off the top.
There was a big pile of topsoil in the backfield that I bet was probably packed with all the silver we were hoping to find.
Right, and so nothing was. A Jersey copper was found in the back of that field.
That's where that one all the way in the back of the corner. That's where the first Jersey copper.
And that was found by Matt Croper, who found the dime the first day.
Yep.
So we said, "Oh yeah, Bob, oh God, how could we forget Bob Funk, Bob and
Bob and Donna.
Donna. Oh my God,
Yep.
How could you forget those two? They're class act, man.
Mike King and his wife. I mean, it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, I'd like to mention everyone we met too, because they were just awesome. So then we went back to the farm. Now, the day before, Joe Jorgensen had the house next door give him permission to let us hunt there. And I'm telling you, Frank, the day before, I was sitting in that field looking at that spot, Ron, where we found that. And I'm like, I mean, I'd love to hunt that. I'd love to hunt that. So we no sooner walk onto this property. We probably, I don't even know if my machine was on yet. All right. And I got,
I literally put the coil in the horse crap.
Horse poop.
And I walked 5 feet. It was the absolute first target. And to be honest, I started off a little pissed off.
Oh yeah, I know. You were complaining.
Because, okay. And it's no reflection on ECRDA. Because these guys, we got the speech. Joe Jorgensen made sure you knew the rules of the road, fill in your holes. Okay, but you got to remember, when you have these digs, occasionally you have newbies that are coming in. I just got my detector. I want to come, and the only thing I'm going to say is that it's kind of up to us old timers to keep an eye on the newcomers, because I walked onto this field. And the first thing I hit, I'm not paying attention. I get a screaming loud signal. I look over, and here's a giant hole that was dug with a huge piece of aluminum sticking out of it, that the trash was left right there sticking out of the hole, and the hole wasn't filled in. So I dig out the piece of aluminum, fold it up, put it in my pouch, and I fill in the hole. I go back over with the coil, and at the very edge of the hole, literally in the wall of the hole, I get a nice solid high 1230s on the CTX, jumped into the 1240s, dug it out, and there is this beautiful green coin. Just gorgeous green coins. My first target of the day, and I see the only thing I could see clear was Nova Chase area. I knew.
What about a date? Could you get a date off that?
1787.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So here he is hopping around like a rabbit on steroids. Ooh, Colonial Copper. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I got to listen to this guy all weekend. No, good job. That was a great find, man. I was really impressed. So,
couple of nice flat buttons. I got a silver mezuzah.
Now, we were all over these 2 fenced-in areas, and people were finding stuff all around me.
People were popping stuff, that's for sure.
Right at the hill where I liked. I was working my way to the hill, and I'm like, I just had a feeling that hill was good. Joe Jorgensen comes over and goes, yeah, I just found a large cent over there. And I'm like, yeah, well, I hate you.
Don't spread it around, but I just found a large cent.
So he pops a large cent. Now I'm hunting this. Man, it was a lot of trash. There's a lot of, a lot of noise. And then when you went to use your pinpointer, there was like a lot of broken pieces of nails, and it was all rocks. The rocks were there. So
the horse pen, that this muddy horse pen, was full of cinders. And then Ron had told me that the original house that was there before this Victorian burned to the ground. So they must have pushed it into the horse bed because the horse bed was actually full of cinders too, and they were giving off some hot rock readings here and there too.
And then there was all these Equinoxes in there just bashing my CTX with signal left and right.
And if you own a CTX and you haven't been close to an Equinox, it's an experience you must have.
So then Ronnie comes in, and I'm like, okay, well, so I told Ronnie there was a large scent found here. And Ronnie goes up along the hill, and he moves down, and I'm still sitting there in the one spot, blah, 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 blah. Joe Jorgensen's was an 1803 large scent.
Right.
So, I'll tell that story next. So Ronnie comes over and goes, oh, look, I found a large scent. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, right? So we didn't know. Long story short, it turned out to be
not 1 cent.
Right. It said not 1 cent on, and it's a hard times token, but beautiful piece, a beautiful coin. Now, you want to hear something funny, Frank? You weren't there. So, all right. So we're still hunting this little side of the hill, and Ronnie's talking to someone, right? And I'm hunting, and I was moving towards Ron, and he's talking. No, back up, get away from my spot. I'm like, okay. I mean, like out of no. I got a signal here. So he started yelling at me, and that was pretty cool. But the first day, we're out in this field, and Dawn and Shelly Williams hunt together. So basically, Dawn walks. Her back don't feel too well. She finds the target, and Shelly will dig the target. Well, I'm watching them for
Gary all day because that was perfect.
I'm watching from across the field, and Shelly's laying on the ground. And dude, I mean, she's down to her shoulder in a hole. So I'm like, you know what? I got to see what the hell's going on here. Because I wanted to work my way back to the field because you called. And I walk out, what are you guys doing? We got a signal. Now, they are about 2 feet down in a hole. There's a big root going through the hole. They dug all the way around this big root. And Shelly's going, I got a signal. And she puts her pinpointer way down. Beep, 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 beep. It's just, I'm going to get this thing out. And I stood with them for about 15 minutes. And I finally was like, you got to come to a point where you got to give up. I mean, it's trying to explain to them it's rare that a coin would be down there that far that you're going to get. I'm getting this thing out. It got personal. I don't want to say the 2 words that begin with F that Shelly said to me at one point, but it was said with love, and we're laughing. And so basically, I walked away singing, "You got to know when to fold them." And Dawn says, "I heard that," and so I left and I walked over and started hunting with you guys, laughing with you guys about what. Did you just see this? I mean, like I walked up and her feet were dangling out of the hole she was in. Then they come over and they go, well, we got it. Well, what was it? It was like a little iron bar, a piece of iron like that big that they just had to get out. So they're on the page. You know who else was there? Lima Beauvais was there, and it was her anniversary. We didn't know it.
It was Ronnie's anniversary.
It was my anniversary.
That was your anniversary too that day?
Yeah. Happy anniversary on the ride.
We did. Yeah.
My lovely wife allowed me to go out and play with the boys.
My lovely wife would chase me out to go play. I have to remember our anniversary.
I would have to go metal detecting. I wasn't playing with the boys. So we're all clear.
And then Frank had to get the permission to go the second day. But these are the benefits. We were talking about being members. We were talking about being members of a club, and everyone there was a member of the club. Actually, most of them. I don't know how they even let us near Pompton Plains because they knew us before we got there. And that is, you can see that's one of the benefits of being a member of the club that and Joe Jorgensen, from what I understand, is really good about getting these permissions. And, here you go. Oh, so Steve Sirocco comes on and says, my battery's about to die. What a lie. You know what? Steve Sirocco's just got an excuse on why he's not on the show. The batteries. We'll charge your battery on Monday, Sirocco.
Well, now that Steve's on the show, it's good that the 3 of us are here plus Steve, because Steve keeps telling me to confirm November 1st for the pizza thing, and he keeps saying that you guys told him to talk to me.
Well, yeah,
So,
you're more important. I'm open. I'm available. So
I
whatever
have to get
you agree
permission,
on, whatever you agree on, I'm good with. You know what I mean? I'm good.
yeah, I'm good for really any of the days. So it's got to be a
And
weekend though.
he says he wants us to go without the wives. That's up to us, I guess. I don't know.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's up to me.
I thought it would be nice to, I don't know, whatever. I don't care. We'll figure it out. I'll go for the day.
We're planning on having Steve on our show one night. We're just stockpiling our Valium and liquor before
We need to have it. We need to have it when no one's watching because he's a criminal. He's a criminal. This guy on the second day pulls. Now we had this empty lot where they were building the houses, but right next to it was a house and there was a driveway between the two. And Joe Jorgensen had his stuff there in the driveway, and Steve Sirocco in his big Ram 35 million, whatever it is, huge, with a 25-foot cab, pulls into the driveway and doesn't move his truck. We're like,
gets out, pulls out his chair.
yeah, and he just left his truck there. So, and then he gets out and we start to laugh, and then he got mad at us because we left him.
You didn't tell him where you were going to hunt.
He wasn't near us. I don't know where the heck he was. He was all the way on the field, and we all just
he pulled a chain with a heart pendant or locket or something on it.
He did?
Yeah, I saw him with a picture holding it.
Stop it.
Granted, he could have mugged somebody and took it, but I think he found it.
And Shelly Williams believes she found Jane Russell's underwire out in the field there. She's
told her it's only valuable if she finds a set. So,
dude, my girl isn't out in left field. She's in left field. She is left field.
Listen, she's dedicated to the dig. She'll once they start finding stuff, they're going to be unstoppable.
Yeah. So, like we said, it's the benefits of being with the club. Now we also see some more of these hunts, and you have to decide honestly how much you want to pay to go on these properties. They don't all turn out like this one, and some probably turn out better, but there's no guarantee you're going to find things when you go on these hunts. A lot of times,
and going into it, we knew what this hunt was for. This hunt was 100% to raise money for a good cause. We knew. I mean, plus these guys are involved in the community. In the community,
right?
So they have access to people, and people offer up their properties because they're trying to save this building that's been around for 100 and some years, and they hold meetings in, and it services the community. So, going into that with a $100 tab, which is $50 a day for. Granted, it's not a seeded hunt, but the properties had tremendous potential. We knew there was history on the properties.
You got lunch and soft drinks.
Absolutely.
And Ronnie's a member of that club, so we support and
we knew it was on the up and up. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. So if you're not a member of the group that's doing the hunt, and you see these, they raised $4,750 for the Legion Hall that they have their meetings at. So, if you're not a member of the club and you start seeing these things online, take a lot of things into account of
exactly, because it seems that these hunts, I'm not going to name names of hunts, but it seems more and more these hunts are popping up out of the blue. We don't know any history about them, and the price tag seems to be going up.
And they seem to be going up and up. So please consider them highly. Don't just think that, oh, look, online there's a hunt by this group. I didn't hear about them, but you know what? On Detect America, they said it's a good thing to try these things out, but don't just jump into the water. Do some research. And
people don't realize that I get links to 1,000 hunts a year, and if I can look into them and they're legit, I have no problem with posting the hunt.
Right.
You see how many hunts get posted. I think we posted like 6 this year total. And that's because if I can't not that they're dishonest, but if I can't verify stuff about this hunt,
Yeah. If we have
I'm
no
not putting on
knowledge,
the page where you
yeah.
guys are going to put up money, then all of a sudden it's vanished. It's
Yeah,
not there.
we don't listen. We never have any intention of steering our members in down the wrong path of anything, whether it's buying a detector, whether it's answering your questions, and when this subject of something like this pops up, that we don't want you to say, oh well, those guys went and found a bunch of stuff, so
Right.
maybe all these things are that good. So
But
you have to
again,
take into consideration.
they got good sites with a lot of potential because they're a very civic minded group. They're involved in the community.
Well, you're talking about
They're saving the town's Legion Hall, and members of the Legion, members of the
right.
community are offering up. So we know that, if we know it's legit, we'll tell you it's
Mhm.
legit.
But as I'm saying is, you might come across on a detecting page or anywhere. You might even get posted on our page before we even catch it, and we don't want to see you guys get, I don't want to say taken, but taken advantage of or something
Listen,
like that.
all I'll say is this: it's happened.
Yeah.
It's happened. It's happened on
Oh,
our page.
listen, I've heard guys paying up to $350 to go hunt
And come home
for a
come home with
weekend.
two mercury dimes.
And
Seated hunts.
not even that. Well, not seated, but they give you the lure of Civil War
Yeah.
hunt, and not all times are the places virgin. These were virgin properties. You could tell because
Absolutely. Yeah.
listen, that guy with the guy at the horse farm wasn't letting anyone else on his farm any other day of the year. So I think that's why we did real well. It did well, and people found good stuff. So
yeah, exactly. And we know, we've researched it. We know that the one field where we found the real and the dime was seated between an 1820s home and a 1750s home.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, you knew that. Yeah,
the potential was there. Absolutely.
And I was in that area too. I was in the field where you found the real, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to walk. I don't know. I walked away. Dumb thing, I guess, but it happens. It happens. I didn't care. But listen, I had such a great time that. Oh my God, Siraka says, sounds like I want my money back. I had such a good time.
Nothing but good stuff to say about this and these guys. Absolutely. But it would just so happens that immediately afterwards we get hit up for another dig that we've got no verification on. We don't know, and they're charging more money, and we can't. I can't vouch for anybody. We can vouch for these guys. We know these guys, and we've been to the hunt now, and it's an awesome hunt. But some of these guys are like, oh yeah, I'm having a hunt tomorrow. Right. We can't verify. We can't vouch for them. We don't want to see people get taken.
And Ronnie said, yeah, I told you, Joe, find some good spots to hunt. I'll trust them the next time. I mean, this time
they're looking for more sites to hold another dig to support this Legion Hall. And guess what? I'll be the first one there.
Right. I mean, yeah. And I'll be the second one because I'll be in the truck next to you. So, guys, that's our wrap up for that weekend. And it was a blast. Thank you again, Joe, for what you guys do in that ECRDA. And we had a great time. And that's all I can say. Now, moving along, Frank and I were talking about the topic of LIDAR. And it seems that a lot of people are talking about it, taking advantage of the site that's been posted on many pages. Frank's utilizing
taking advantage of the site the government puts out for the public to use. Taking advantage of. I love how it was put out there.
Well, doesn't matter what happened in the past, but we've now got this information, and Frank is really looking into the LIDAR. We want to get a grip on it, and I think what you're going to wind up seeing is, I suggested to Frank that we're probably going to open up a Detect America LIDAR page.
Just like a bunch of archival stuff for LIDAR maps and links to as it goes, because the first real archive of this LIDAR is literally just came online. So as more comes on and more detailed maps become available, we may start a page of just reference material where you can go and check out these links in the LIDAR and stuff.
And that's a page where people will be able to share information, because you know what, these maps are kind of weird to read, and everything I see doesn't seem to be anything, and then it's the other things that are kind of hidden in these pictures that other people are seeing. So, yeah, we will do a show on LiDAR. We will pop up the page and hopefully help people to navigate that page, or
Yeah.
we'll at least have a spot where people can talk about it and help others, because it all started when someone posted it on a page and got bashed for posting it, and it's
Giving away trade secrets and all.
yeah, I know, yeah. So,
Listen,
but
I got as an example. People are like don't know what LiDAR is. So behind my house is a field, and it's an old field. It was a farm field we know as far back as the 1700s. It was a golf course for like 40 years. And I found a lot of good stuff on it. A lot of colonial, more modern stuff, silver. And then for some reason, there's one particular spot in the middle of this field. I pulled two 1640s Swedish skillings. I pulled a half of a ring, pewter ring, that I sent off. I have a buddy that's in the historical department at Oxford. And I send him crap all the time that I don't know about that looks too old. And he says, at a guess, late 1500s. And no, I can't understand why. I mean, even we have a history of Swedish settlers that don't really go back that far. And first time ever, I ran the LiDAR. I pulled a LiDAR map of this field. And if you haven't ever seen a LiDAR map, it's a million points of laser that hit the earth and literally microscopically measure every almost grain of sand to its exact height and depth and transmit that into a picture. It eliminates shrubbery, it eliminates grass, it eliminates corn stalks, it eliminates everything and gives you the most detailed height. And with that, you can see roads that have been gone in the middle of a plowed farm field. You can see where these roads were, 2, 3, 4, 500 years ago. You can see foundations that are long gone, but you can see where they sat because of those microscopic differences in the heights. And right where I found these old coins in the middle of this field, I'm living in front of this field 56 years. And I know at this particular spot, there is never a building there. I know through my research and pictures and families where every building that ever sat on this property was. And off right where I found these 1500s coins and ring is a perfectly square, what looks like an old foundation spot. And don't ask me why, but there is a perfect X in the center of it. And now this is foundational. This is not, in other words, they didn't paint an X on top of the building and it's there 1,000 years later. This X has something to do with the construction of whatever this was. And there's no records of anything ever being there, ever, except that it's on the LiDAR map, and it is right where I found these really, really old coins and rings. So it gives you another point to look for, but if you've got a field that's been successful for you, and now you can put LiDAR on it and potentially see where there may have been structures on this field. There may have been roads that you don't know about. There's 2 roads in this back field I never knew were ever there.
You know what I want to do, Frank? I want to go back. Remember the farm my buddy had that we found?
Absolutely. I mean,
a lot of coins on that.
That's where this thing is going to shine.
And the funny thing was, and now we're working backwards with this. The funny thing was, remember, most of those coins were found in the field. Remember, it was split. One to the left. It was found in the right hand side field in that one little spot. So we thought a road or something. Now we can look at it and see where that goes.
Absolutely. We go into farm fields, and I pride myself over the years of kind of teaching myself how to read a field and pick up signs of where maybe there was a road here, maybe there was a foundation here. You look for fragments of foundation stone. You can literally, unless this piece of ground has been bulldozed and filled and developed for construction, these farm fields will provide you information that you cannot see with the naked eye, that may date back before anybody knew that it was there. And it can give you some insight into potential hotspots on some of these old fields.
So you know how when you get a permission and it's a 20-acre farm and you get there and and if you're like me and you don't know what Frank knows, you look at things and you go, well, where do I start? Well, if you take the time to go on LiDAR because Frank's telling you the truth that it doesn't work in a spot like my house in the middle of suburban USA. It's not going to work there. But you got a good property, whether it's woods property or farm. You look at that LiDAR, and if you can see something, that gives you a good reference point on where to start.
Now,
someone's saying you can see stone walls in the middle of the woods. So
yeah, absolutely. Anything protrudes from the ground at all, this thing is going to really, really show it off.
So get practicing with it. We'll start a page up. We'll do a show on it. Maybe Frank
I want to print some out.
Yeah,
because of fields that I've done. I have a little field in the next town over that I've been digging for 10 years, and it hasn't been plowed for 2 or 3 years, so I haven't been digging it. But there's a little tiny section on this field. There was a church on it. I know that was there, even though it's long gone. And there's a little tiny section that I pulled out 2 or 3 coins from the 1600s. And I've always said to the owner, I said, there was a house here, and there's like unexplained ivy growing in this area. And no, there's never been anything there. Guess what? The LiDAR shows a perfect square in this dense, overgrown area that I pulled these coins out of. So it opens a lot of doors, it answers a lot of questions for you.
Gail is asking, is it easy to learn? And
it is. It is.
Well, it's like anything else. You've got to learn, but when you have the support of a Facebook page to answer your questions and a show on it on how to do it, we can make it easier for you to learn, because I don't know anything about it, and I'm going to have to go from A to Z on learning it. But so that you could there's
a lot of details that you got to wrap your head around. And I mean, you at a glance, it looks like you're looking at a gray page with a few lines on it, but it's really not that difficult. You're looking for stuff that doesn't exist normally in nature. You're looking for perfect squares. You're looking for perfectly linear, lines and stuff. And then it basically gives you a research point. And it's
hey guys,
very, very helpful.
I got to ask you to drop me out. I think I got to call it a night.
All right, Ron. Listen, Ron had a long day. We know you had a long day, Ron. Sorry to drag you on.
Ron's not feeling all that well.
Yeah.
Go get some rest. We're sorry.
No
we
problem.
had to have him on.
Sorry to have to cut out, but I'm not intervening much here.
Go
get
some rest.
Go relax.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
We love you, Ronnie. Ronnie's the best. Ronnie's the best.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
And so you can look for that in the future, coming up future of our shows, that we're gonna hit that subject. And
I'm gonna try. I mean, I don't know how much is out there. I'm gonna try and get. I know there's a couple guys in our area that do construction work, like big industrial construction work, that have used LiDAR. So I'm gonna try and find an expert if I can, and have someone come in and talk with us about it.
And we can all learn it together.
Absolutely.
I'm interested in learning it. Okay, so here's the next topic that I wanted to throw out there to folks. And I know it's a touchy one, okay? I know it's strange, and I know I kind of beat this kind of like a dead horse. And there are people out there I know that never, ever, ever want to sell what they find. Okay, so you're a good metal detectorist. You don't ever want to sell what you find, but yet you've got a container full of men's wedding bands, whether they're 14 karat, 10 karat. You got about 20 of these rings, men's wedding bands, and they look great, but how are you benefiting from them? Sure, the price of gold, you got the gold, it's a little savings account, and maybe when you need down the line, you might sell it, or I think some people are a little superstitious about selling what they have found, but I got to tell you, right now, gold is at an all-time high. It's up there at $1,900 an ounce. It went up to $2,000, okay? And now, honestly, is the time to take that jewelry that you found and get the most that you can for it. I'm not trying to make a sales pitch. I'm not trying to, if there's something in there you really like, but I'm talking about the stuff that's not really serving a purpose other than you look at it and go, wow, I found these, and you, I'm not going to say anything else about it, but you want to stroke your ego, we'll say, and say, oh, I found these. Or you can do what a lot of people have been starting to do. I was contacted by people who are going to remain nameless over the weekend, and they said, "Hey, look, we want to start buying gold and silver, and we call it stacking when you buy that, And I said, look, I said, right now isn't the time to buy. Everything's a little high. You may not want to spend your own money." And they were like, "Well, we got a lot of gold we want to scrap. Is there a way to, yeah, silver rings, silver also is up there." So they said, "Is there, what should we do?" I said, "Look, here's what we'll do." I said, "I got a good friend. Everyone knows him. John Migdaloff. We had him on the show, and he does not sell just jewelry. Okay. So what I did was I said, look, give me the gold. I'll work something out, and we'll try and turn it into a gold coin." So because I feel, listen, when you take your scrap gold and turn it into a coin, you're not going to lose value as much on the coin as you would the gold. If you've got an ounce of 14 karat gold right now,
Rings.
it's worth, yeah, in rings, it's worth about $1,000. 14 carats is a little over 50% of 24 karat. So by the spot market price,
58%.
You got about half an ounce of spot price gold. If spot's at about 2,000, I'm just rounding off. I'm throwing numbers out there. Don't take me to be literal, but you got about $1,000 in scrap. Why not take that and turn it into a gold coin? I was able to take their scrap gold. They had a lot, and I turned it into this for them, which is a beautiful St. Gaudens 1924 1 ounce coin. Okay. So I was able to make a deal, with John. Here's their scrap gold. What can we do to get this gold coin in their hand? And they got a sweet deal on this coin. And let me tell you something, they're not going to lose.
No.
Now, granted, the gold they had to scrap today, if the spot price of gold goes down from $2,000 an ounce down to $1,000 an ounce, well, they just lost half their money. Yep. Well, if it drops down to 1,000, you're not going to lose that type of money on this.
Coins have an intrinsic value to begin with.
Yes,
especially the St. Gaudens that is really collectible is
pre-33
is going to absolutely push that. Keep that value higher than the drop off of gold. So yeah, gold coins, especially popular gold coins.
I keep looking at this thing. I keep looking at this thing, and it's like gradable. It is gradable. It's in a plastic container, and if this were mine, I would send this out for grading because this thing is a bomb. This thing is nice. But I just want to
gradable. There's going to hold your value even more.
So, if you don't know John Migdaloff, you can friend him up on our page, my page. He'll help you in any way, whether it's making an offer on what you want to sell, and he's making good deals. Okay, he's really, I'm happy about everything. He came over today. He knows me, and he threw this at me. You can't. There's some things you can't throw at me, but what this is shipwreck gold off of the USS Central America, a ship that went down off South Carolina, carrying a lot of gold from California. And it's a very small piece, but it's certified that it came off the shipwreck. He knows I like shipwreck stuff. So, if there's anything you're looking for, he can probably get it. But he does a lot. Besides the jewelry, he keeps a lot of gold coins on hand. So, and even if you want, you know what? There's people out there. Listen, I took all my scrap gold and I bought this chain off him. It's a very heavy Rolo chain. I didn't pay for this cash. I walked up and said, "Here's all my scrap gold. How much do you want?" And I made a trade for it. He'll do that for you. He'll help you. He can work by mail. He can work in person. He can help you. But and I'm only saying that because he's trusted. There's a lot of people. I can give you names off of our page. I can give you 10 names off our page of people that deal with him that will verify what it is. Absolutely. So consider it. If you've got this stuff, this scrap, the broken rings, you don't want to sell because you like holding on to them. I hate to say it, but now's the time to part with it. Frank, you sell yours all the time. I got Matt Kwiatkowski saying he sells his as well.
Absolutely. I don't. If it comes off listen, the old coins. If I find an old piece of gold, that stuff I hang on to. But gold that comes off the beach doesn't make it home. That's how we break it home.
Especially when, well, listen, if you find a ring that your wife likes,
Yes,
you give it to her.
exactly. And she's only taken one in 10 years I've known her.
But these metal, these platinum and gold bands and silver bands, even that people are just storing away because they want to show people what they found. And the money is in you're putting it in a 24 karat gold coin, or this is 22 karat, whatever. You're putting it right into a gold coin that keeps numismatic value in it. And I've done that with a lot of my gold. And there's a bunch of people out here that sell it to either make money or turn it into coins. You can't go wrong. And that's just my advice. And I don't want to sound like I'm beating a dead horse here, but anybody has any questions, let me know. I do the same. I buy the gold like John does, and I give cash because I don't part with my gold coins. But we can work stuff out. And you need help with John, contact me or just contact him at all. So we can help you. Like I said, we don't want to lead our members down the wrong path. That's why I can tell you I trust him. I've been dealing with him for over a year now. He's good at what he does. What do you got? What did you just do? What is that? You want to give stuff away?
Well, we've got a few proof sets that we got from our buddy Ronnie. So I definitely want to do a giveaway.
Okay. Last thing before we do some giveaways, okay? You guys doubt me. Well, let me tell you something. I told you it was going to happen, okay? And guess what? It did. It did. Look what I got. Yeah.
Ronnie gave me the gold ones, though.
So here's the deal. Hey. So Saturday, Ron says, "Hey, give me a hand. I got a box of things for Frank." So I look in the box and what did I see? Oh yeah. I saw all the giveaway coins from the Gold Digger metal detectors. So what did I do? I procured them.
So I'm walking away from the truck, and Ronnie goes, "Yo, what's that box doing on the back of your truck?" He goes, "Geez, that's the box of coins." He goes, "Unless Steve took the coins out." So he said, "Let me look in that box." He goes, "Yep, Steve took them." Steve left me like a memorial set.
Some might call it stealing. I call it procuring for the benefit of our DA members. So I got us some, and who likes to give these away more than anyone? Me. So look what I got. And I won us a metal detector that's going to be given away in the future.
I got that.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got that because he's going to mail it. So we can look forward to that. It's a nice White's machine. So let's do some giveaways now. We talked a lot, and we can.
I got compliments from our buddy Gold Digger. I got a 1983 proof set. Nice little. Look at the shine. And we're gonna do it. We'll do a DA Gold Digger sticker package. Who knows what else I'll throw in there? Depends on what I got in the.
Yeah, we figure when we give away this White's machine, we're gonna really juice it up. With
I got White. Guys are looking for White's paraphernalia. I got a little cash with White's paraphernalia because listen, it's a shame that White's went out of business. They were awesome machines, and so guys are hot to get some of their stuff to wear, to hang on their wall, whatever. I got a little cash going at White's paraphernalia. So one of the nights during the holidays, we're going to start giving some of the good stuff away. We're going to do a little White's night with some.
We're going to auction that off to the highest bidder. We'll be like Sotheby's.
I got some Class A White's hats.
Who are they going to give me $10? Who going to give me 10?
I got pouches. I got a bunch of white stuff that we're gonna give away coming up. Listen. Between Black Friday and Christmas, going to be hot around Detective America campfire.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't forget our good friend Richard Kruckmeyer, who made the lovely donation.
Five $200 gift certificates to the Gold Digger Metal Detector Shop.
What year?
I got line that there may be a brand new pinpointer coming in. we've got I got a couple of manufacturers I really haven't started to harass yet. So, and
Listen,
once I start, it's either a metal detector or a restraining order. So one or the other.
and whatever comes in our door is going to go out our
Absolutely.
door. This ain't about us. I don't even have to go into that. What year do you have there, Frank? What year did you have?
1983 proof set. We're throwing in a pile of stickers with it.
And I got a 77 set.
Beautiful.
A 77 set that I'm going to give away tonight. No, these people, you know how many people are drooling over the Atocha coin? They're like, they want to, now they don't just want the Atocha coin, they want the chain to go with it too.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. We have another guest.
Jesus.
Been on. I'll even tell you who it is. It's Richard. Not Richard.
Robert
and April Connect. You know that these guys are divers. They collect really old coin lots. They bezel them up. They clean them up. They sell them all over the world. Well, they're going to be coming back on the show in the near future. Probably around the time that we're starting these giveaways, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but he told me what he's giving away for the show, and it like blew me away. So, and by all means, go over to Cannon Beach. Is it Cannon Beach Coins or Cannon Beach Antiques? I can't remember. Just look up Cannon Beach and Robert Connect and go check out their shop. Give you an idea of what they sell, and he's given us an awesome prize to give away.
Listen, Mark, I'm going to tell you something. I honestly might break the rules on that giveaway and put our names in that one.
I'm entering my grandchildren, but not telling them.
I want. I'll win. I got 8 people in this house, man. If I put household members in that, you might as well forget that. I'm a winner. But
Robert, listen, Robert had given me coins that were ancient. So we're talking about 2,000-year-old coins that we're developing a protocol on how to clean them. Myself, Tom Davis is working on it, on how to clean these things in the ugly box. And the good people, they've got awesome stuff. They've got awesome stuff over there in the shop.
It's gonna be so hard for me though to not be able to win that coin, that prize he puts up.
I just tell Robert he has to send it to me, and then when it goes out, it'll be a beautifully bezeled memorial set.
Yeah, you'll even bezel it, right?
Bezel it.
Yeah, that's, if there's one thing I ever, even listen, I don't mind giving away CTXs and whatever else, other big prizes. I'd like to win that one.
Yeah, that's a cool prize there. That's a really
all right.
It's
so
gonna be really cool.
Frank yelled at me all weekend about using the number 15. Guys, start spitting it out in the chat so I can. Frank's like, why 15? I liked 15. It was a good number. Why do you always use 15?
We have people that have a delay. So the higher the number, and I'm not talking about 100, but the higher the number, the longer people can get in on it.
Okay. All right. So then what number do you think I should use? 83?
I think you should use 32.
All right. Hold on 1 minute. I got to get my chat set up here. 32, huh?
What are we giving away? Which one?
Well, I don't know. Let me get my chat set up and we'll give away yours first since it's earlier. And I know you got an 83. I got a 77. Why is the chat not coming up on this? The chat has to start moving, and it's not moving. Do you want? Is the chat?
It's flying. It's rolling good on the page. We just can't. And I got to tell you, I understand that's going away too. That we're going to be able to see everybody soon on our Be Live app. Be Live is stepping forward, baby.
I got it rolling pretty good on my other page here. So, what number did you say? 32, Frank?
It's 32.
All right, I'm gonna hit go and count 32, and I will be the winner. And there we go. 1, 2, 3. Guess we started. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. John Paul Grimes is number 32. Now that's your set, Frank.
All right, that's mine. John, PM your information over to me at DA Frank Lopergolo.
John Paul Grimes, our avid viewer. See, this is how avid viewers.
You're getting the 83 proof set and the sticker pack. So anybody wants to see this, this is the compact that I dug. And I dug it out of the ground. All I could see was a couple of these jeweled stones popping up out of it.
Look at that. Look
So
at
we're
that.
going to try and restore it. I'm gonna cook it the best I can. I'm going to see if I can't. I did a video. It's also going to be in the book. Gold plating without gold, silver and copper plating, and we're going to try and bring the color back up on it. And
it's just simply awesome. That thing is just simply awesome. I really we thought it was a pocket watch. We really did.
Yeah, and there's my Real.
So, yeah, you cleaned that up a little, Frank. That's looking good.
I just buffed it with my fingers real good. I have it. I'm going to put it in. I'll put it in the tank.
Not the Real. I'm talking about the I'm talking about the compact.
That right now. That's just hot water and a bristle brush right now.
Yeah, and and you still haven't gotten it open yet, huh?
It believe it or not, it is open. The lid fell off. It had a glass lid so you could see the jewels, and then underneath the jewels would have been the makeup. So that I haven't managed to get it out yet.
That's what I'm saying. Did you get up underneath that?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Oh well, tell me you found a bottle of perfume that was still closed.
Yeah, but as a matter of fact, I just dropped it and I smell it for some reason, so I hope it didn't break.
It was so interesting, and you could tell it's old. He said it's from like the 30s or 40s.
Maybe according to my wife, 40s or 50s. But there's the.
And, yeah, it's really neat.
And it smells
neat.
Whew, does this smell good?
You made me wear it, and you were approaching me in a scary fashion, so I had to run. So, all right, let's give away.
I show you the Jersey Copper, but that's actually in the tank already. Only reason because I got approached by a couple guys going, "Oh, you don't put coppers in the ugly box, do you?" No, I built the ugly box. I'm going to go put it in sulfuric acid just because you say
right. Okay,
it's cooking there, guys.
So, give me a number for this set.
25.
All right, this is the 19th. Lima, hi. I told everybody how Lima was at the dig on Saturday. Happy anniversary, and it was so good to see you. So, all right, I'm going to type go. And what did you say, 25?
25.
Oh, somebody goes, when I was doing the last one, they go, my leg is so slow, I'm just getting last week's show. All right, 25 and go. Go. The chat is really slow. Well, I'm counting, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, Pernell Pollard at 25. Pernell Pollard at 25.
Nice. This, guys.
You know what? It was easier to watch on my laptop, and I counted them really good this week. So, you know,
This
because
is the book. It will be finished tomorrow and be shipped out. So hopefully, the ugly book will be available. I'm sure it's going out with some ugly boxes. It'll be available. It is a comprehensive book on the use on and off label of the ugly box TNT, guys, and it's finally will be done tomorrow and shipped out.
and we're gonna have to pay you to take the book.
Hey, whatever.
I'm sure it's gonna win
I just want to say I'm a published author. That's all.
it's gonna win a Pulitzer. Yeah, you will be a published author.
I'm getting the Pulitzer Prize for Ugly Box.
And the book is dedicated to one of the person he loves the most, me.
There's a lovely dedication in it.
Lovely dedication. Yeah. You're killing me. No, yeah, that book's got to come out by. Well, you ain't getting that out by Christmas.
It's out. It's being shipped tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, but it won't be done by Christmas. Yeah,
Well, yeah, it's going from Ronnie right to the editor, and from there, it should be available for the holiday season.
For next holiday, next Christmas.
That's when the movie's coming out.
See if when this book gets published, see if they can only do like 10 at a time, because I don't know what you'll do with the other 9.
I'm gonna use them as wallpaper for my wall.
After you pay for the first one. Nah, we're interested in the book.
The book was needed because as far as the boot camps went, they were hugely successful for us, guys. I mean, people love the boot camps. Like, I still get questions on the boot camp, but there was still stuff that you can't go into detail on in an hour's time. And this is literally step by step by step. It tells you how to plate items.
You're getting bashed. You're getting killed on here, and I love it. One person already wants to know how to get the book. I think it was Rob. Somebody asked, "How do I get the book?" Well, it's I just bought it. Bob Hunt.
Trust me, I'll make sure there's outlets available.
Right, Bob Hunt just bought an ugly box. The book hasn't even been sent. Frank's just finishing up the book now. Yes, Gold Digger will sell the books. I'll sell the books. Frank will sell the books.
It's basically, guys, this is the fine details on stuff that you can do with it. Copper's the biggest chapter in this thing because Copper's is the number one issue coin that people talk to me about. But it's got a lot of stuff in it about the how-tos
and Bob Hunt. We have the boot camp videos on the page somewhere. If you have to,
on the electrolysis page, if you go to the Detect America electrolysis page in the videos, all 3 of them are there.
That's what Daniel Nelson just typed. No lag here. Good night, Ronnie. And that was like 20 minutes ago. Smart ass. He's being a smart ass. That's funny. So yeah, if you have to find the boot camp videos, you have to send Frank or me a message. We can show you where they're at. But if you just bought the ugly box, it's good to watch the videos on how to use it. They were great videos, very self-explanatory, and we're always here to answer questions. But we'd appreciate if you looked through the video first, so that the question might be answered in that respect. But we teach you how to do the coppers, the silvers, some tips and tricks of the trade. And somebody did ask why you're brushing someone's family jewels.
Here's the deal. In the old videos of the ugly box, if you want to plate, I did, and in one of the videos I did a Princess Pack compact. I just wanted to do an artifact and show you how to plate it, how to bring the color back up. If the color's not good enough on its own, how we can gold plate without gold using silver and copper. The thing that people don't realize, it raises a lot of eyebrows. When you're plating, if you don't rough up that surface metal on metal, the next session of plating will not take. So in the old days, we used to use a brass brush on a wet surface because brass would have the tendency to float over and not scratch. we've eliminated that because of the Thunder and Thrasher now. The Thrasher pulsing at 20,000 pulses per minute, microscopic movement. You can just touch it over the top. It's not going to scratch. It roughs. It prepares the underlying metal to accept the next plating. And at the end of the day, you can bring back your Civil War buttons. I got pictures in the book of the Civil War button that we did, from unidentifiable to glowing brassy goldish color, and it was all done with the ugly box. No,
Woody McKay wants to know if it covers cleaning Civil War buttons, which is a good question.
Civil War button is, when we're talking about plating, you can't plate unless you cook, unless you electrolyze. It is absolutely covered. The Civil War button is the example I used. I did a South Carolina button and brought it from craft to gold.
No, not plating. I think he means how to use the ugly box to clean Civil War buttons.
You have to use the ugly box to cook it before you can plate. You can't plate metal that's unstable, so you have to. Yes, and if you go on the YouTube, Woody, look up Tech America Cooking South Carolina, and I walk through an entire Civil War button for you.
You didn't do that with the button that
Frank Davey gave us. Frank Davey dug the South Carolina button at Steve's farm.
Yeah.
And promptly handed it to me because Frankie's like Steve, he only wants coins. So I took it and we used it as an example for the ugly box. We used it as an example in the book, and we took it from dug condition, and it was dug, to
it was in good condition when we dug it. That was a beautiful button.
It was detailed, but it was unidentified. It was just packed with gook. The color was completely gone on it. And we took it from that to pretty much display quality now.
And someone wanted to know if you're going to use Art Vandelay Publishing for your book.
Art Vandelay is going to be my distributor.
Vandelay Publishing and Distribution.
Vandelay does it all. Only for the copies that go to Europe, that's all.
Vandelay does it all. So, well, with that, buddy, we can cash out. I think we hit some of the really good topics that we wanted to hit on.
Absolutely. Guys, old timers, you're taking out newbies. Teach them how to fill their holes, okay? Because that's how we get kicked off the properties.
You got to fill your holes in?
Yeah.
Why?
So I can go back and dig and find stuff.
Oh, I guess I got to find some.
You. All right, guys. We hope Ronnie feels better.
Yeah, Ronnie, I hope you feel better.
He might have to bail tonight because he wasn't feeling well.
Again, well, Woody, if you're afraid of messing it up, you can send it to Frank and he'll clean it up for you. That's all I can say. Buddy. So thanks for being here, everybody. Oh, by the way, Frank, tomorrow we are being joined at our permission hunt by Elaine and Rich Fonts.
Outstanding.
And I'm looking forward to digging with the two of them. They're going to be at my house between 9:30 and 10. So if you get there before us, after us, we'll be, I'll talk to you in the morning. But you guys can look forward to some type of broadcast, maybe with Rich and Elaine tomorrow, because it's always a great time when we have them out.
When you're digging with Elaine, you have to broadcast.
Oh my God. She'll be singing something or who knows, but you got it, buddy. Good night. Sign me out.
I'm signing you out.
Good night, everybody.
I'm trying to sign you out.
I'm trying to go by. Poof.
All right, guys, that's it for tonight. We'll be back Thursday night. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you so much to the ECRDA for being so hospitable to us and making us feel welcome. We had a ball up there with you guys. Literally, we can't wait to come back up and do it again.